Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into my episode 4 review of What If. And this week it is What If Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands. And I think that this is probably my least favorite episode. Maybe I have to rewatch it. I don't know. I received a phone call during the end, so that kind of took me out of the emotionalness of it all. But I will say that it was really fun. I use fun as in like it was fun to see more of the mystical side of things. I definitely think this is the darkest episode, probably. It was pretty hard to see Christine die over and over and over and over again. A lot of Groundhog vibes here, but yeah, I thought that it was a really good episode. It was very interesting to see Strange go down this path. It was really difficult to watch him, break. And I've seen already just a few comments online. The similarities between him and Wanda, I think, is really interesting, and it makes me wonder if in Multiverse of Madness, like, he'll have some kind of compassion. Not because he would know the events of this per se, but I just mean like it was cool to see him not be this arrogant person and to show how much he actually did love Christine. I don't know. I look at his relationship and I look at the character. I don't necessarily see from the movie that he loves her that much to go to this extent. Again, this is a different universe. Like, they could be a lot closer in this one. I guess that would be an excuse here, is that they are a lot closer in this universe, and not necessarily every question or every what if scenario is down to one decision. Like, specifically last week, it was about what if they never said it, but it's more of what if Hope joined Shield, and that's what led to these events. So what if, I guess, really, what if they had a better relationship? I guess that would be it. I guess what if he did love her and he lost her. So but that was really interesting, and it was really sad to see. I like the concept of it, and if you don't watch the trailers, by the way, they do this little promo. It's really cool. I've never mentioned this before, but they have like a TVA agent or whatever typing on a computer, and you could see the branch timeline, and you could see them like correcting what if Stephen Strange lost his hands, and then they change it to what if he lost his heart. So I think that was really cool, as well as hearing the Watcher narrate. I thought was really great. I will talk about future episodes towards the end from trailers. I don't want to give anything away in case you haven't seen it, so we'll talk about that later. And then Lego. I know I should have probably said that up top, but I do want to talk about the Watcher. It was really great to see him. Technically speaking, he interfered. He did, in terms of like he talked. Like, he's supposed to be watching. He's not the talker. So that was kind of interesting. I really loved him pleading. I thought that was really great to see him learn as well. Like, it's a little too late at the end there, Steven, but it was still pretty good to see him plead and realize that the mistake, that this path that he's gone down has led him to this horrible decision, like this horrible result of, what, yeah, you brought her back, good job, but look around you. There is nothing left. There's no world to enjoy if you bring her back, and look at what you've become. I thought that was really interesting as well. I think that it was also weird why he would seek the mystical arts because of the loss of Christine. I didn't really understand that, and it was nice to see that he, in this alternate reality, the normal version that was split, it was interesting to see that Stephen Strange actually had this close enough relationship with Wong that he opened up about Christine, and that, like, even Wong knew that it was the anniversary of her death, and even the fact that, like, he wasn't willing to sacrifice the world because of the relationships that he's made since, with Wong, and even just like saving the rest of the world. I thought was really interesting that even though, no matter the temptation that was in front of him, he still knew that that version of Strange knew that he had to do the same thing, which is also the same version of Strange, time travel. What else about this episode? What else can I talk about? I think that the effects were really good. I really enjoyed some of the magic. I really liked the little cape battle. I thought that was pretty cute. I do want to say that that monster with the tentacles, my immediate first thought was that, especially because it was a red portal and the red lights and all that, but immediately I thought of that is the portal, that's the monster from the Lego Sanctorum build that we got the very first time. So I just think that in my mind now, I'm going to categorize that as that. I know we didn't see any eyes or anything like that, but that is what I'm going to file that in my mind as. So I think that was pretty fun. I thought of something else as well. If the Ancient One has the ability to split Steven and the time stones in two, creating two parallel versions in the same timeline, then couldn't she just have done that for Bruce in Endgame? Or even just any other time, just to bring back another Infinity Stone, or just having two would be make them even more powerful, and then you split that one and that. I don't know. That's something that I thought of. But anyways, I just want to talk about, I guess, spoilers, and you could jump ahead if you want. I'll put time codes down below if you want to actually just skip ahead to the part about the Lego sets and what I could see them doing with Lego. Not really much, but anyways, spoilers from the trailers. We do see him interact with Peggy and Captain Carter, so that's really interesting. I wonder if whatever situation arises that all of these people from different realities are brought together, probably from the Watcher. I think that it's really interesting that he is probably going to help then, and maybe that's him redeeming himself, and the Watcher brings them all together to fight this impending threat. Well, so I'm really excited. I feel like we're just scratching the surface here with What If, and specifically with the Watcher. I'm getting really excited to see more of the Watcher and what he is going to do. The voice cast as well, I just want to say lastly, was really great. It was great to hear all these familiar faces back with Benedict Cumberbatch doing the voice. I thought he did excellent. The emotion that he got across there, as well as the dark version, really just sounded so different. I know that like some of that was probably done with special effects and everything like that, but it was really cool. Rachel McAdams was great. Tilda Swinton and BD Wong as well was just really, like, you just felt the characters. Like, it was perfect. Really, really perfect. Lego sets are really interesting. I can't see them doing anything from here. Like, I'm trying to search my mind of what they could do. Maybe they could do some sort of battle in the library with the cherry blossom tree or whatever in the center. That would be kind of interesting. But I just really want that figure. And to just talk about that other thing that I just talked about in the spoilers, I think they could maybe do a set off of whatever is going to happen there, and he could be with that, as well as even just getting him in a minifigure. Like, I just really need that version. I have drawn him. You've seen in the thumbnail. Put it up on screen now. He's using the glow in the dark to get that sort of pale look. That's the best that I could do. So really, really great. The only other thing would be like that giant monster version of him, but I feel like that is not something Lego would do. But anyways, everyone, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. If you want to go back and listen to my thoughts on the last 3 episodes, you can go and do that. And I just am curious. I think that this is a really interesting start. I liked what a friend of mine said, and it was like the bad choice ending of a video game. So I thought that was really cool. That just to kind of wrap things up. I guess that's how I would. That's how I'm filing it in my mind now as this episode. Like, this is the worst possible case scenario of what could happen in a what if. It's not always fun with families coming together or people still being around, being brought back through portals. It could be this dark. So I thought that was really interesting. We got a taste of that, I guess, last week as well. So really excited about the future of this show. It's still my favorite show for sure that they've ever done. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all next week.